here on TVC. Now, protesters on Wednesday besieged the Lagos State House of Assembly over plans by lawmakers to impeach Governor Ambode.
A few days ago, lawmakers had threatened to begin impeachment processes against Governor Ambode over allegations of gross misconduct and abuse of power. Lawmakers had given him 1 week to appear before them over the presentation of the 2019 budget before the Assembly. Our correspondent Ambode witnessed it all and filed in this report.
This group of protesters is out to prevail on the Lagos State House Assembly to drop impeachment proceedings against Governor Ambode. They want the lawmakers to allow the governor complete his term and hand over in 4 months.
We are saying this because, as of today, Ambode is still a loyal party man. And we don't want the hawks, we don't want the political robbers to take over Lagos.
In no time, members of the House came out to listen to their grievances. In their response, they noted that the legislature's decision is in the interest of the people of Lagos. But some of the protesters are unsatisfied with the response and insist the lawmakers must accept their pleas. The majority leader of the House, Ambode, maintains the position of the lawmakers that Governor Ambode has been spending money without legislative approval, as no budget proposal has been presented.
There are issues that touch on the law, of the state and the activities, the function of the executive and the responsibility of the House of Assembly to monitor the purse of the state, receive estimation, approve estimation, without which no executive can spend. So what has happened is we maintain a position, they maintain a position. People have the right, inherent right to mediate, and that's what they have done. We'll take this back to the House will deliberate on it, and informed and enhanced by provisions of the law and the Constitution, we will be able to take appropriate steps. And we have assured them that whatever is happening now is in the interest of our state. We will not, for posterity's sake, allow what is not to be done, to be done.
The lawmakers are still deciding if to go ahead with impeachment or hold back, and what Governor Ambode does within the remaining ultimatum given him by the House to respond may determine his fate. Ambode, TVC News, Lagos.
Right, let's now bring in Dr. Dan Ekere, lecturer in the Philosophy Department of University of Lagos, to put this in bird's eye view for us. Thank you very much indeed for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Well, many have said, is this impeachment move necessary, knowing full well that the governor did not get the ticket for a second term and would be out of office? So why do they not allow him to just go easily, rather than try to do what they are trying to do at the moment?
Thank you, Kechiku. I do not think that the fact that he didn't get a second term ticket is enough to allow illegalities or lawlessness, or maybe the kind of spending that could create a problem. But I'm equally not saying that the lawmakers have done the right thing or not. But the ground you painted cannot be a ground not to do what is necessary. But the point is, for me, I'm not too abreast with the issues in full, but some of the issues that there is. One was that he has not presented a 2019 appropriation. Yes.
And then the new buses that were bought,
good.
They were inflated.
Good.
The figures were inflated.
Good. And, when it comes to all of those things, they have a responsibility of, doing what they call oversight, And I'm sure that before now they've been monitoring, events. If there have been infractions, you look at all of that from the point of view of law. And don't equally forget that law has a sense of morality too. So you look at all the necessary angles and see how it will affect the people. For me, I am of the opinion that for every governor, there must be due diligence. But there is usually a provision equally that even when a budget has not been approved, there could be some level of spending until it is approved. Because a budget will not be presented today and you approve it the same day. However, government must continue to run. So when you have that kind of scenario, it's a question of whether he has, outstepped this kind of, provision, which I doubt.
Has he gone beyond
this is just
constitutionally
January.
approved?
So,
what the Ambode side of the divide has been arguing is that there is a warrant that was issued that they could actually spend up to 25% of the preceding budget. But of course, the legislators have been saying, show us where in the Constitution, that you're actually allowed to spend that much. But of course, Senator Agumbiade, the majority leader, has said, look, this is not a witch hunt, which is what some people have been, tagging this to be, but that it is in the best interest of Lagos and Lagosians. Now, from your point of view, from an ordinary Lagosian like yourself, like us here, how does this, really benefit the people of Lagos? Do you think that is what the end game really is at the end of the day, especially with the elections right around the corner?
I think that is the most critical issue now. That is why I said that the face of morality must equally come into bear. Now, when you look at it, perception is everything. Perception is everything. They could have genuine whatever they are trying to pursue, but the truth is that out there the feeling is not the same. There is this feeling that the man is being witch, there's a kind of witch hunt going on, but that is perception. It does not stop them from doing their work in any case, but let it be seen that what they are doing equally benefit the state. How does his removal, or how would his removal benefit the state? That is one of the issues we need to look at. Because for now, these were the same set of people who actually judged him. In fact, all the local governments in Lagos actually adopted Ambode a few weeks before eventually they turned against him. So I was really wondering whether the reason for which they adopted him were actually superfluous. Were they not, concrete? Because they said the man was doing well. All the people who adopted him said he was doing well. But a few weeks later, he was seen not to be doing well. Now, another dimension is coming into it, which has to do with spending. And this is election period. Is it that he's not releasing money to, because there will be expectations that money will be available for campaigns
to
and
drive the campaign here in Lagos, which is one of the background allegations. That as a matter of fact, that he's been supporting the opposition. I mean, this is, of course...
No, but
it's
possible behind the scene that could be happening, but from what I've seen so far, I do not think that. Yes, in fact, sometimes I'm amazed the rate at which, the way he follows all with their campaigns, and I'll be wondering whether, all is well, because the man has been following
is it not because he wants to display that truly he is a loyal party man? That at the end of the day, it's about the party and not about any
I've actually
individual.
seen that. He has shown that he's a loyal party man. But then, there could be more than meets the eye. All right, that is behind the scene than we are seeing. So we don't really know if there are other undertones. But from what we can read, if you ask me, I think that these are issues that have been addressed without going the full length of the process of impeachment.
All right, and Dan, I have read, and those on the side of Ambode have also said, look, the issue of budget, he, on 2 occasions, notified the House that he was coming to do the presentation. But unfortunately, they did not form a quorum, and so it did not hold. So how is the governor now to blame?
If that is a fact, then we can begin to understand, the temperament of the State Assembly, because if for any reason there have been notification, in fact, there shouldn't be any ground why there should not be a quorum. Where did the rest go to? And again, we have this, attitude of paying legislators even without sitting. Meanwhile, they are supposed to be sitting, and usually allowances are tied to those responsibilities.
At the time, they were the Christmas holiday. They were on recess.
No, he couldn't have been presenting budget during a Christmas holiday.
Well, he did send them a letter. He sent the budget on December 24.
Good.
With
Which
an
was-
attachment
which
that
was
he
the
was
working
going
day?
to present it, you know, formally on the 28th of December.
Which was equally working
was,
day, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
I
I don't see any issue with that. I don't see any issue with that. So all the House need to do would have been to form the quorum. You know, but at the same time too, we are not saying that Ambode is right. You know, because normally spendings have to be approved. Okay? So we must balance
And that's
the
a
issue.
major grouse
Yes.
of the lawmakers.
Yes, spendings have
spending
to be
without
ap-
approval.
You know, spendings have to be approved so that we don't give room for the kind of, you know, a scenario where somebody will just do what he likes and at the end of, but I believe Ambode is an accountant. I do not want to think that he will just want to spend without, you know, accounting for what he's spending. But on the issue of inflated, you know, prices for whatever, that has been a tradition in government. And we can cost all the things they are buying. We know what they cost. They buy them from the same market that others buy. We know what it is. Even the houses they build, the roads they construct, and the rest of it, others are building houses. They don't build it at the same rate. So we know that, because sometimes too, some of these things, they give you contract to supply. They don't pay you on time. You would have taken loans. And I'm sure they factor all of that in too. So we just have to be sure that we are on the side of the state.
It looks like the people have taken it upon themselves to fight for the governor. What does that say?
For me,
of course, there's a pro
yes,
Ambode and there's an anti-Ambode.
Yes, you know, for me, I think they're equally concerned about how it will affect
them.
Yes, and I think that should be the primary driving force for the State House of Assembly.
All right. Dr. Danekere, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.